us. So it's all I do, work with clients, is all about bringing them into balance, into homeostasis. Does that make sense? Right. So, Alison, we just had a 2-minute chat before. And how are you feeling sitting up here?
Really hopeful, but a little bit despondent because I've worked on this and I thought I knew what the core belief was, but I don't think I do now because it's just not worked. Every time I've done a swap with people who've passed the course,
Let's start tapping.
I go away and I'm just so motivated. I'm like, this is it. And then every time it's the same story.
Okay.
I find something else. I'll do it next week and procrastinate. I can win a gold medal on
Procrastination.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All that procrastination and feeling despondent.
Yeah, I know this works, which is why I tap most days, and I shifted so much when I first learned EFT, and so I know it works. It's just this last.
And tap on, guys, and really tune in with us. So, Alison, you said just now that you've been successful in past businesses.
Not businesses, no.
Okay.
See, that's what I think there might be. That's what I think the thing might be is.
What have you been successful in?
Teaching.
And
I still feel, although I had a lot of responsibility and I was on good money and I kept getting promoted, I still didn't feel I was earning it myself because I was working for the government. So I don't know if that's what it is. And my family they've all been teachers.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's a bit of an ancestral thing that we've never worked for ourselves. I don't know anybody in my family that's ever worked for themselves. So I don't know if that's it.
Okay.
I don't know.
So just thinking, I'm just tapped with it. Thinking about that, working for somebody else or procrastination, which has got the biggest bite for you?
Procrastination.
You just lit up when you said that.
It's just I'm so familiar with it now. It's like,
Oh.
an old friend-ish.
All right. So let's just do a little bit of global setup just to tune you in. So even though procrastination is like an old friend of mine.
It's like an old friend of mine that I want to get rid of.
I'm so familiar with it.
I'm so familiar with it.
And do you love and accept yourself, or you love it?
Yeah.
And I love and accept myself.
And I love and accept myself.
Okay. All this procrastination. Procrastination. Like an old friend.
Like an old friend.
I want to get rid of it. Have you actually worked on the procrastination?
Yeah.
Yeah. And all this procrastination, where are you feeling that in your body?
It's very mild, but kind of here.
Okay, what would you call that part of your body?
My solar plexus.
A little mild feeling in my solar plexus.
A little mild feeling in my solar plexus.
I'm just going to ask you some weird and wonderful questions. All this feeling in your solar plexus. Can I just ask you, who's the authority figure in your life? Who was an authority figure in your life?
My dad.
Okay. And did you do everything that he asked you to do?
No.
And if you're just to tune into that, do you have a memory that pops up?
We're a bit like that.
Okay.
So I did respect his authority. I felt he was too strict.
Yeah.
And it didn't work with me, really.
Okay. So, sweetheart, your face has changed colour. What is coming up for you?
My heart's going.
Okay, feeling it in my heart.
I'm feeling it in my heart.
Feeling it in my heart.
Feeling it in my heart.
What's your heart going?
I feel like I've gone back to being a teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah. Battle of wills, and it really upset my mum, but we didn't speak for about a year when I was a teenager because I just wouldn't accept how strict he was. He wasn't terrible, but I just wanted more freedom. It's interesting when you said about success, I said freedom.
Yeah. So if you were to see that teenager in your mind's eye, where would she be?
She's where we used to live in Yorkshire.
Okay. Are you quite visual, darling? Or
Yeah,
you-
I'm very visual, yeah.
Beautiful. And you can either keep your eyes open or close them. And is she on her own or is she with other people?
On her own.
Okay. And are you ready to step in and have a chat with that teenager?
Mm-hmm.
And was she called Alison then?
Ali.
Ali, lovely. So just step into that picture, and and ask her if she wants to tap on herself or she wants you to tap on her, because I have a feeling that she knows you. If she doesn't,
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
She's happy to tap on herself.
beautiful, lovely. And how's she feeling in this picture?
Angry.
Okay. So just invite her to tap on that anger, all that anger, all that anger, all that anger. How would she like to express that anger? And do remind her that she can do anything she likes, because you and her are one and the same energy, and you're giving her permission to express that anger in any way. How would she like to express it?
She'd like to tell her dad that stop being so grumpy and impatient and be
Okay.
nicer to my mum, because I love my mum.
Okay. So, when we bring Dad in, do you need to put him in a bubble or make him smaller, or what would you like to do with him? And remind her that she's in control of her dad at this point, so he's still on pause. She's got that remote control or magic wand.
Maybe in a bubble.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he wasn't terrible, but I think we clashed, and
Yeah.
we were very similar actually. My mum was very laid back, but we were both more stubborn, so I think we just clashed. But I never told him how I felt.
Okay. So bring him in, and he's in a bubble. And who needs to tap on Dad?
He doesn't want anyone tapping on him, he says, load of mumbo jumbo.
Okay. And if you were to invite somebody to tap on him without this mumbo jumbo, that's actually about the nervous system and it's been around longer than.
Yeah, I think if he had somebody with letters after their name that could, explain it scientifically, he'd accept it. But
Yeah. Well, you can bring in one of the top acupuncture neuroscientists, who's called Dr. Wu Ling. I've just read his book.
Okay.
He's got 3 PhDs. Who's time for that? Anyway, bring him in.
Okay.
That's a bit leading, but hey, he's your dad, he's not you. What's the teenager doing? Is she just laughing at me going, shut up?
She's got her arms folded, like, I don't think this is going to work.
Great, okay. So let's just go back to her. This is not going to work. And just invite her to keep on tapping. It's not going to work. It's not worked has it not worked in the past?
Well, it's never mentioned. He just gets a bit grumpy, and my mum tries to just calm him down a bit, and I get frustrated that he's been so grumpy, and it never gets spoken about.
Okay.
And I get frustrated and upset for my mum.
So just remind her that she is the director of her own play, and she's going to change all this energy because she's got this magical tapping that's got scientific evidence behind it, just in case she's in steps into her dad's field there.
She's laughing, she thinks it's funny.
Great. Now, is she ready to tell Dad?
Now he's spoken to that guy,
Mm.
he's a bit more open to it, because he wouldn't just believe me.
Mm.
He's very left brain,
Mm.
academic type. But he's kind of a bit bravado-ish, or,
That's,
Does
does he need a positive colour or energy or some love in here? What does he need, darling?
blue, I'm getting
Yeah,
blue,
beautiful. Just invite him to bring in all that blue.
to help with his kind of communication,
Yeah.
maybe.
And I really want Ali just to express the anger and tell what she really feels to her dad.
I don't want to shout, we weren't a shouty family at all, kept everything in, but
So just, is that you that doesn't want to shout, or is that her?
Her,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay. She can't shout or even swear. I whispered that so that they couldn't hear.
she doesn't want to, she just wants
Great.
to explain it.
Beautiful.
He's a bit defensive, but he's listening.
Does she need anything else? Any other resource to come and to help her?
I think my mum's quite worried. My mum's sort of hovering in the background, hoping this is okay, because she's always tried to be the kind of middle person.
Yeah. What does Ali want her mum to be, rather than the middle person?
Maybe stand up to him a little bit,
Okay.
not just take it.
And what positive energy does mum need to surround herself with? What's
Pink,
something
I'm getting pink.
beautiful? So about mum. And
She's saying that I take it too seriously
okay.
and that she knows he doesn't mean it and that he really loves her, which I know that's true.
Yeah.
She said she lets it go, she doesn't let it bother her. It's me that I let it bother.
Okay. But how's Ali feeling about this?
She's very protective over Mum.
Yeah. And that protective, when did she learn to be protective of her mum? How old was she?
I think early teens. I used to feel they both worked really hard, but I used to feel it was really unfair that my mum worked full time as well, but Mum did all the cooking and the washing and the cleaning and everything.
Okay.
And even then I used to think that's not fair.
Okay.
And I
so-
used to, even as a teenager, say, you know, shall I get the shopping to give you a break? I used to worry about her.
Yeah. So the first Ali that we went to speak, can you just ask her where she learnt to be protective about her mum? Make sure it's her that you're asking. And for her to give us a number, it can just be any number that pops into her head.
I'm getting a 5, but I'm not getting a specific memory.
And that's so beautiful. Look at you being practitioner here. I have to have a memory, I have to have a memory. So that young Ali, the teenager, is she feeling safe at the moment? Yeah. If we were just to see your 5-year-old in your mind's eye and just make it up, where would she be, that 5-year-old? Would you be called Ali or Alison?
Yeah, Ali. Where we used to live, another place in Yorkshire.
Okay. What's coming up for you just thinking about that place?
I'm just in the house,
Okay.
in the living room.
Lovely. And is she on her own or is she with
I
people?
think Mum's in the kitchen.
Okay, so just pause, Mum, for a second. Step in and introduce yourself to that 5-year-old in the living room.
Oh, she just said it's you again.
I love it when they do that. Really? What are you doing there? Yeah.
But nicely,
Yeah.
like she recognises me. Oh, it's you again from my future.
And what positive energy does she want to surround herself with?
She's quite happy. Pink again, pink.
Beautiful. And does she want to tap on herself now that she knows the
Yeah,
tapping game?
yeah, she likes doing that.
Lovely. And how is she feeling? What emotion is she?
Unsettled, yeah, she's a bit unsettled, doesn't know what's happening.
Okay. So all that unsettled feeling. All that unsettled feeling. What resource does she need to bring in immediately to make her feel that she knows what's going to happen?
I've got the cat. She wants to cuddle the cat
Beautiful.
and the dog.
Bring the cat and dog in. Are you okay about this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. And what does actually happen in this picture, darling, that she's feeling confused and unsettled with?
I'm not sure, just, I can't, just not right, out of sorts, just a bit worried about something, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah. So all that feeling worried, not sure what she's feeling worried about.
Yeah, she's just upset about something. She's not crying, she's just a
Yeah.
bit sad. I don't know if something's happened, I'm not sure.
Yeah. If you were just to ask her higher self what's going on, what would her higher self say to her?
I think I know what the memory is now, but I've not accessed it in this, after it's happened. I have
Okay.
gone to this memory. I think it's after Oh gosh. That's better. I think it's after what I think I know is what she's upset about.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you don't have to share that with us if you don't want to.
I don't mind. It's fine.
Okay. What is going on?
I went back to. I started school really a year younger, so I was 3 when I started because Mum wanted to go back to work. And I used to stay with my neighbour after school, and that was fine. I liked her, but she had a teenage son with a learning disability. I just didn't like him, just didn't trust him, and I hated being on my own with him. And I'm getting my heart's going. It's weird.
Okay, just slow down. My heart's going again.
Yeah.
How was your heart impression? Just breathe into your heart. Just put your hand on your heart, darling. Just breathe in. Slow all of that down. You've got all the time in the world. What emotion is coming up for you, darling? 'Cause
My
you're-
heart's going like the clappers, but I don't know why.
Do you want to just step out of the picture a minute? My heart's going up like the clappers. I just don't know why. My hands have turned cold.
I feel really hot. Have they gone cold?
Yeah, your fingertips have gone massively
I
into
feel
stress.
really hot.
Yeah.
Wow, but I don't know what it's about.
Oh, how exciting. Stepping into the unknown memory banks. What colour do you need to bring in immediately, darling?
Pink again.
Yeah, just bring in that pink.
And I feel like a protection colour. I feel like I need to be protected.
Okay, whatever protection colour
Blue,
that's
I think blue, whether that's related to
Beautiful.
Archangel Michael, I don't know.
Yeah. If you wish, you can bring in Archangel Michael.
Yeah, I think I will
Just,
actually.
yeah. As long as you're feeling safe.
Yeah.
Bring in as many resources as possible. Pitter patter of your heart. On a scale of 1 to 10, what's your heart doing now?
It's gone down to about a 7, but it just, I don't know what that was about. Yeah.
It's level 7.
But it is now, I think it was like a 9 before.
Yeah. Heart like the clappers. Racing heart. Just change these words if they're not yours, don't you?
Mm.
Just keep on breathing into your heart. Just slow it down. You've got Archangel Michael. Does he need to do or say or?
No, he's
Hold
just there
it.
to protect me. He's behind me, kind of keeping me safe.
Lovely. Okay. Just keep on breathing into your heart. In through your nostrils, out through your mouth. Take your time. What's happening now?
I mean, the memory that I uncovered the last time I did this, so it's obviously significant because it's come up again, was I can't remember anything happening with this teenage boy. I just didn't like him. And when he used to want to play with me, I just didn't want to. I just had a gut feeling I couldn't trust
Come out
him.
of that picture again. Okay.
And one day after school, I went home with my friend and her mum instead of waiting for my neighbour. And I don't know why my friend's mum thought that was okay. I was too young to take that on board, but I did. I went home. And obviously, my neighbour turned up to pick me up, and I wasn't there, so there was a
Okay.
massive search for me.
Right. Let's just stop there. Are you ready to go into this picture and help that little you? Okay. So let's go back and help little Ali.
So back in the living room where I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And ask her, does she need Archangel Michael?
Yeah, she's nodding her head. She's like, she knows she's in trouble, she knows she did wrong,
Okay.
and she feels really guilty.
Okay. So let's
She
get rid of.
made Mum really worried and
Yeah.
upset.
Okay. So which emotion does she need the least?
Which means I need the least.
Well, guilt, I think, is
What she feels the most?
Yeah.
Guilt.
yeah, that intensity of that guilt. All that guilt.
Oh, really.
All that guilt. Does she need to hear from somebody? Would you tell that little girl off?
No.
Okay. So do you want to just have a little chat with her?
Okay.
'Cause she's only little.
Mm. Mm.
Let me know when you've had a chat and how she feels.
And I have had this chat with her already, but she obviously
Still feeling.
she didn't believe it, so I'll try again.
Yeah. Does she need her parents to actually have a chat with her about it?
I think she'd like the mum to be there to understand.
Yeah. So bring her mum in. Does she want to sit on next to me or just... Yeah.
She just said, I'm sorry, Mum.
What
I
does
don't
she need
like
her
that.
mum to say to her?
That it's okay. And I don't have to go
Yeah.
to stay with that neighbour again. She'll find somebody else I can stay with. My friend and her mum until she picks me up from work.
Yeah. And how's she feeling now that she's heard her mum say that?
She still feels guilty.
Yeah.
She knows she did the wrong thing. She wanted to be, up until the sort of stubborn teenage years, she always wanted to be a really good little girl.
Yeah. Okay. Just take a deep breath in, darling, because I can feel your heart going again.
It's weird.
Just step out of that picture again. That little girl, if you were just looking at that as a movie, what's your perception of that little girl in a movie?
She's just so sensitive.
Yeah. She's just really little wise, sensitive girl, isn't she?
Mm.
What a gift, is it?
A bit of a gift and a curse at the same time.
So now, with all your wisdom and knowledge, what would you like to share with that little 5-year-old who's so sensitive? She just wants to be a good little girl, but she has a gift.
I kind of want to say to her, I want to agree with her and kind of empathise with her, how hard it is feeling, being such an empath. I think that's what I am.
Yeah.
And it's bloody hard,
So-
Like literally, I remember when I was a little kid, and I'm the same now, if I tread on a snail, my day's ruined.
Okay.
It's just really sensitive to, life.
So that beautiful gift of being an empath, that acknowledge and validate that this is going to be a gift.
But it doesn't feel like that to her
Not
or
at
to
that
me.
moment.
Mm.
What does she need to hear from others that have walked this path? Who would you like to bring in here?
Some angels.
Yeah. How's she feeling now?
She likes that.
Yeah.
It's just very beautiful.
Okay.
I'm making her feel better. She wants them to help her not to feel so bad.
Yeah. So what would you like them to do to make her feel
Just kind of like wrap her up
beautiful? Just like her to do that.
and bring in lots of animals. She loves animals.
Yeah. Just bring all these animals, all these other empaths. And let me know where she is on that scale of +1 to +10.
She's playing with kittens and puppies now, so she's in heaven. So she's very happy, and she's stopped thinking about it completely because she's in the zone
Okay.
with the puppies and the kittens, so she's happy.
Okay, can we just ask her one more question? What did she tell herself that day? What decision did she make before she brought the puppies in, before she had the angels?
I let my mum down.
I let my mum down. Okay. What emotion has that brought up for you now, just thinking about that time?
Guilt.
Yeah, all that guilt. Just step out of that picture a minute. All that guilt. All that guilt. Where are you feeling that guilt in your body?
Still in my heart, which is weird because I normally feel things here, but it's all in my
All
heart.
in your heart.
Mm.
All that guilt in my heart. Can I just ask you another weird question? Is it your guilt?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think so, but
Yeah.
it might be. I don't know.
Okay. On the chances that it might not be your guilt and that you've just picked it up as an empath, would you like to give it back
Yes.
to whoever that you've kindly taken it from,
Mm.
with love and compassion?
Yes, that'd be great.
Just put your hand on your heart. And again, just breathe into your heart. And with all that love and compassion, as that sensitive, amazing empath that you are, give it back to whoever it belongs to. It doesn't make any difference. It's not going to harm them. They don't even realize they've gifted it to you. Just do that 3 times. Okay.
I'm kind of throwing it
That's good.
at them. It's like a dark, shadowy figure.
Yeah, give it back. Yeah, throw it at them. How many I've lost count now. Can we do it again? Just keep on throwing it at them.
There's a lot of anger coming up when I do that.
Great.
I really don't want to hurt. It seems like a him.
Okay.
It's just like a black shadow.
Okay.
But I literally, want to throw the guilt at him and hurt
Okay.
him.
All that guilt. Just throw it at him.
He's scared now. He's got it. He's carried it, and he's skulking off.
Okay. So I think for this part, I'm just going to ask you a question. Is that from this life? Because we already had a little bit of chat about this, and you already tuned into something. So can we just put him in a big box with a padlock and just lock him away and look at him later?
Hmm.
Okay.
I've got a feeling he's been with me through different lifetimes.
Yeah. How's your heart doing?
It's a lot better.
Okay, where's that guilt now? Just do a scan of your body.
I do feel lighter.
Good. Can we just go back to the 5-year-old and that decision that she let Mum down? If you were to start running a practice, who would you let down?
My clients.
Beautiful. And is that 100% true?
No. I don't want to disappoint.
Yeah. Okay. Just step out of that picture. I don't want to disappoint. Where's
Or let them down.
Yeah. I don't want to let people down. What would happen if you let people down? Would you disappoint them or you?
Both.
Yeah.
I want to fix people, but I'm so scared to fail that I'd rather not try,
Yeah.
I think.
And the beautiful thing is, you weren't here when I did my little
No.
talk, did you? Our bodies are such an innate, intelligent organisms that nobody needs to be fixed. So how would that 5-year-old feel if she was just the guide shining her empath gifts to light the way?
Yeah, she just wants to make people happy.
Okay. Is that another one of your core beliefs? We're finding a few here, aren't we?
Yeah.
Is that her job, though? Is that her purpose in life? To make people happy?
It is kind of, it does run through that if someone's got a problem, it's part of my job as well,
Yeah, yeah.
was to fix
Okay.
things.
Yeah.
But a couple of my friends have said to me sometimes, I just want you to listen because I always want to solve it,
Yeah.
find a solution.
So what does that 5-year-old need in this picture to show that it's not her responsibility to make people happy, to fix them? It's her responsibility to be the true, authentic Ali, the empath that she is.
It's because she hates sadness and people being upset. She just wants everything. She finds the world very cruel. She wants everything to be happy and everyone to be happy. And
Can you just ask her, when did she learn that the world was cruel? How old would she have been?
I'm getting 3, but I haven't got a memory, but I'm getting 3.
And again, if you were just to see that 3-year-old in your mind's eye, where would she be?
Going to school.
Okay. And what decision did she make that day that she was going to school?
Not ready. I want to stay at home with my mum.
Yeah. She's so wise, isn't she? Because you're not ready yet to be a practitioner, are you?
No.
So that little 3-year-old, what does she need to make herself really feel safe in this picture until we come back and we transform that belief?
Her older brother, who was in the school, she'd like him to stay with her until she's made some friends.
Yeah.
And maybe have a little pet in the class as well that she can be her friend, a rabbit or a guinea pig or something like that.
So just invite her. She's got all the power now of this tapping. She can pull any colour around her. She's got a big brother and her bunny rabbits. She can have as many as she likes.
Yeah, she feels better about that.
And just tell her that you're going to come back next week. Is she okay with that?
Yeah, she's stroking the bunny.
Lovely. Okay, can we just check back in the 5-year-old Ali with her kittens and her puppies? Does she still feel that she's let Mum down?
No, not as much. She's just so happy playing with the animals that she's kind of in her own little bubble at the moment.
Okay.
But from her, I'm feeling a lot lighter. But when I first went into the scene, she was really kind of downcast and confused and feeling sad, and she's just so happy now. So,
and what's her positive message to you now?
I don't have to fix people, and I just do my best, and also to speak my truth more, because she wasn't honest about not liking to go to the neighbours after school. She didn't tell them because she did. I don't know why.
Yeah, how beautiful though. So thank her, and again tell her that you're always going to be with her energetically.
She's the one helping me.
Oh yeah. Well, you're one of the same energy. And let's go back to that teenage Ali. How does she feel now about her dad?
She's still got her arms folded, kind of defensive, because they've both calmed down a bit.
Yeah. So we need to really work on this a little bit more, darling. But you've done splendidly. You've gone echo, echo, echo.
Thank you.
We're not finished yet.
Oh.
Okay, so tell the teenager that you're going to come back to her. What does she want to do to make it a little bit lighter, so we're not just leaving her in?
She knows that it's not resolved.
Yeah.
So she's happy to freeze it.
Beautiful.
But then come back at a later date to resolve whatever it is. And she's happy with that. I think she quite likes the thought of having a little bit of space to process what's already happened as well.
Yeah, beautiful. So just thank her as well.
Will she give me a hug?
Yeah.
She says I'm going to go. I'm going to go and dye my hair now because she's so rebellious, and that's what the kind of conflict was with my dad.
Okay.
So she's still got that, stubborn.
Yeah. I'm beautiful though. That's okay. I'm going to have a chat with you when you come out about a little bit about procrastination and the upsides of it. She can listen in. And I'm only going to re-imprint the 5-year-old.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just put your hand on your heart and take yourself to your safe, beautiful place.
What was the 5-year-old you mean?
Yeah. No, that's
Me,
not.
me.
Yeah. Where would that be, Di? It could be anywhere in the clouds, in your bed, in the sunshine, on a beach.
I'm just on the sofa with my partner.
Beautiful. And now I would like you to bring in that picture all just happy, playing with all these little puppies and kittens. And her realization, her gift as an empath. And the fact that it's not her responsibility to make people happy, or she can't disappoint them. She's just an amazing soul, an amazing empath. And any other realizations, both conscious and unconscious, bring them down from your mind, your brain.
I'm just coming into 5-year-old Ali. I'm good enough.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
How beautiful. She's so wise. Just blast that out to the matrix in the universe. And the matrix in the universe will do a dance of joy because it's been waiting patiently for a few years.
Yes.
And every time your heart beats, you'll feel that new belief that you are good enough. And you can feel that flow down into your legs, inviting you to walk your true, authentic path as it's now safe. You can feel it flow through your arms, flow into your throat so you can speak your truth. You can taste it, you can smell it, you can see it, and you can hear it. And once that new belief has embraced every single cell, then and only then come back into the room. At 100%, what is your fear? I'm going to say fear of disappointing people.
It's a lot less. God, I didn't say maybe 30 or 40 now, because I think re-imprinting the good enough. I don't have to be perfect. I'm good enough.
Because she made a lot of decisions that day. I would, so when we follow this up, I'd suggest to look at that little one and see what others. There's a lot of aspects here. And then going back to the 3-year-old, because she's the nugget.
Yeah.
The little gold coin.
Yeah.
Is going to give you the freedom.
Yeah, no, that's out of all the times I've done this, that's the deepest I've gone. I mean, I have gone to that memory.
Yeah.
And thought, because we brought Mum in, and she thought, it's all right, I understand, I'll get you somebody else. But it obviously wasn't enough to take that guilt away, even so it needed to go back.
Because yesterday I said I wanted to do a demo on animals. So when you brought in kittens and animals, I just turned to Carl and went.
But when you said earlier you wanted animals, I thought, oh no, I'd love you to do one on animals because they're my thing.
Animals, but we had animals in there.
I brought them in anyway.
Oh yeah. How's that feeling now?
It feels relief. I do feel a weight. I know there's more to do.
Yeah.
But I do feel a weight's being lifted. Carrying all that guilt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it wasn't even yours.
I know. Who was that shadowy figure?
Well, he might dissolve even in that. But this is where the checking in to make sure and going back. So you notice I only re-imprinted the one image. I didn't re-imprint all of them because we haven't really resolved the 3-year-old or And I think there's a big thing that people think they have to re-imprint every time they do a session. And sometimes, guys, I do sessions and don't re-imprint at all. Because we haven't really got anywhere. We're just working with the overwhelm or where that person is at the moment.